And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Corral. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. On the move past the 40. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, it's Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
On 2nd and goal, Corral buying time to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. Escaping the pressure. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Matt Corral taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
These two teams all tied after one. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
1st down. Here's Corral with it.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
On third down, Corral.
Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, with the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 77 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing here, Corral. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They find some open field here, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Corral on first down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past. The 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. He's got Anderson right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Corral from the gun on 3rd down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 41 yards. as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion right is Smith. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Second and 10, Corral. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the night. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And we're back now in Charlotte. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On second down, it's Sermon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Sermon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Hurts will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The man in motion is Brown.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the move past the 40.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Corral on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey from 19 yards away. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. 48 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral. That pass complete to Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Corral. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. First down throw here for Corral. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Corral to throw once again. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. On first down, Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Corral. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action with Hurts. Finding Watkins. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.